All right, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 67 of Pozios Picks. Hope you guys are all doing well on this wonderful day. In today's episode, I'm just going to do my own little breakdown slash betting predictions for the Stanley Cup Finals. Now, I want to preface this before I get into the episode. Hockey is not my main sport whatsoever, but it's what's on. It's very entertaining. And I want to give out a few picks because I have watched most of the playoffs. I'm a playoff hockey watcher, just how I am with the NBA. I'm focused on college basketball. Until that's over, then I start focusing on pro sports playoffs. But, like I said, just want to give out a few picks for you guys. So, without further ado, let's just get right into things. Before I do, though, I do want to give a quick shout out to the guys over at Pick'It. Pick'It is a brand new app that is perfect for anybody that bets. Pick'It's an app that automatically tracks your bets for you, and it just doesn't do that. It does so much more. You can also follow your friends, follow other people on the app, see every single bet that they take, look at their posts, talk about all of their bets, tell them why you're tailing, why you're fading, all that good stuff. There's really a ton of new features getting added to Pick'It every single update. So if you're betting and you're not using Pick'It, I really don't know what you're doing. When you sign up, be sure to use our promo code POZIOSPICKS. You get up to $100 bonus that goes right into your Venmo account. It's just a perfect app. So shout out to Pick'It. Let's get right into things. The Stanley Cup Final, Colorado Avalanche taking on the Tampa Bay Lightning. Colorado coming off of sweeping Edmonton in the Western Conference Finals. Tampa Bay took care of the Rangers in the Eastern Conference Finals after going down 2-0. They won 4 straight. Avalanche, obviously the more rested team in the series. The main storylines of the series are, of course, Tampa going for the first three-peat in the NHL since the 1980s when the Islanders did it. And on Colorado's side, after being one of the better teams in the league the past few years, they finally have broken through those playoff struggles, and they've gotten to the big stage. This is really an incredible matchup. I can't wait to watch it. Clearly, the two best teams are in this series, and it's going to be a great one to watch. Really quick, some key player stories. The Lightning get back Braden Point in this series. He's been their leading goal scorer in the playoffs, their past 2 Stanley Cup runs. Looks like he's going to be good to go according to all the reports coming through today. This just adds another incredible piece for them up front, makes that attack with Kucherov and Stamkos so much more dangerous. On the Avalanche side, looks like they're going to be without Nazem Kadri for at least the first couple games, if not the whole series, which is huge, especially with how he was playing before his injury in that Edmonton series. The Lightning get a huge piece back. Avalanche still without one of their main pieces. It's going to be interesting to see how much of a factor that's going to play, especially down the stretch in the series. So, we've set the stage. Let's get into the meat and potatoes. Let's get into the betting picks. The first thing I'm going to be taking straight up, Colorado to win the series. This pick does scare me a bit just because it's the Lightning. They've won the past 2. They've had a lot of success these past couple years, and they're playing well. But I personally think this is finally Colorado's year. Nathan MacKinnon is leading the league in goals this postseason. He's playing incredible. Cale Makar, obviously another huge piece for them on the defensive side, but I mean, if you watch him, you know he gets involved in the attack as well. He's been fantastic. The Avs do feel like the more informed team. Both of these teams have won their last 4 games, which is important to note. But I'm going to take the Avalanche to win the series at minus 160. That's the best line I've seen. In terms of a correct score for the series, like I did with the NBA, I'm not really sure yet. I want to give it a few games, kind of feel it out, and I'm sure I'm going to put one out later in the series, so be sure to stay tuned over on our Pick'It at Pozios Picks to see when and if I take a correct score for the series. The next couple of plays I have for you guys are player props, but for the series, they are as follows. Nathan MacKinnon Over 2.5 goals for the series at minus 125. Like I said, this guy's just on a different level right now. He's going to continue to be aggressive and look to score whenever he's got the puck, particularly on the power play. He scored 3 goals in 4 games against the Oilers. I'd be very, very surprised if this series ends in 4 games. So he's going to have some games to get us those 3 goals. I love the value here, especially if this game goes 5, 6, or 7 games. To go along with that, I'm taking Cale Makar as well. His line is at 1.5 goals for minus 120. I'm taking the over, I should say. I mean, Makar just floats when he skates. He's quicker than everyone, especially when he's got a head of steam. He likes to get on the attack. He's got a good shot up top in those power play situations. He scored 2 goals in those 4 games against Edmonton. I don't see why he can't score 2 in this series as well. Same thing with McKinnon, especially if it goes 5, 6, 7 games. The final play I like for this series, it's a combo. You can find them on FanDuel. I haven't really looked on other books if they're there as well, but it is Steven Stamkos and Nikita Kucherov to both score 2 goals in the series at minus 110. Both of these guys are constantly on the puck. They play really well together. They always look for each other. And I think that's going to continue in this series. Kucherov scored 3 goals against the Rangers in those 6 games, and Stamkos scored 5 goals in those 6 games. So the opportunities are always there for these guys. Also, the Avalanche goalies are not nearly as strong as Shesterkin, who they had in the New York series. So they should have some good looks, and I think they're both going to be able to score at least 2 goals. That is going to do it for my picks for these series. Like I said, I will most likely be adding a series correct score after Game 1 or Game 2, feeling it out a little bit. Be sure to stay tuned for that. Like I said, follow us over on Twitter. Follow us over on Pickett. Both are at Pozios Picks. You won't miss anything we do coming up here. We're definitely going to have a giveaway during the Stanley Cup Finals. We're definitely going to have a giveaway coming up for the NBA Finals as well. So stay tuned for that. This should be a fantastic series, even if you don't like hockey or you've never bet on hockey. I do recommend tuning in, especially because there's really nothing else on. Like I said, I'm not the biggest hockey guy, but there's few things in sports better than playoff hockey, Stanley Cup hockey. So that's going to do it for today. I appreciate all you guys for tuning in. I appreciate all the support you guys have been showing lately. I will see you guys in the next one.